rock to this beat.
Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your boy, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I can continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. You are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your boy, Captain Will. We got to go with today, y'all. I said we got to go with today, y'all. We're talking about all-time. We're talking about all-time lists. Everybody has whatever kind of versions of all-time lists. We're talking about South Carolina women's basketball all-time starting five. All-time starting five. This suggestion was sent to one of my subscribers, one of my homies, I got to come up with some kind of cool name for subscribers and people who comment all the time. Help a brother out. I want something cool. I want something that's catchy, but also something that's fun. So if you got any suggestions, holler at your boy. So, all-time top five for the South Carolina Gamecocks. But before I jump into that, it is Monday. It is Monday, August the 28th. We played that other Carolina team in North Kakalaki on Saturday at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Football is going down. It is football week for the South Carolina Gamecocks. And Captain Will supports all the sports. And I love football. My weekend, I went to a Panthers game on Friday. They played Detroit. Even though I'm not a Panthers fan at all, I'm a Washington Commanders fan. I've been a Washington fan in all our 17 nicknames since I was a little boy. I did that on Friday. On Saturday, went to my man's Dexter Webb's military retirement, Army retirement. We've been rocking together since 2002. It was a great weekend for your boy. But now, we are talking basketball, and more specifically, we are talking women's basketball, all-time list. When you are great at a sport, it is so difficult to develop an all-time list. And South Carolina has been great for quite a while. But it took some time for Don Staley's players to set a legacy for greatness as far as team goes. So during the Don Staley era, there's been some great players. But South Carolina's legacy go further back than that. Well, it's a lot of old heads who watch your boy. It's a lot of old heads. I guess I'm an old head now. So when breaking down this list of the greatest players or the all-time starting five, it's difficult. It's difficult because it's different eras, right? Different eras, different style of play. But I'm going to do the best I can. And with your comments, hit your boy up on your comments. I want to, sharpshoot me. Do whatever you want to do. Give me your top five. Give me your starting five. I have to start with the one, the only, Aaliyah Wilson. She's the only one that got a statue out front. So that's easy. Only one got a statue out front. She has created a legacy at the University of South Carolina that extends all across the world. Aaliyah Wilson is the poster child right now for WNBA. She is the poster child for the WNBA, doing great things. Number one pick, just an amazing player, amazing talent, amazing person. Number one pick in the WNBA draft by the Las Vegas Aces in 2018. She got every award that you can name while she was a Gamecock. NCAA champion. Multiple time All-American. Set so many different records while being a Gamecock. Most outstanding player in the tournament. Multiple time defensive player of the year. Aaliyah Wilson is the all-time leader in points at the University of South Carolina. Aaliyah Wilson has 2,389 points at the University of South Carolina. And ladies and gentlemen, she didn't start her freshman year. She didn't start. What would be the ceiling for A'ja Wilson's career at the University of South Carolina if she started her freshman year? Her freshman year, she started one game, played 734 minutes, averaged 19 minutes a game, averaged 15.1 points per game, and 7 rebounds. That's A'ja Wilson. But she didn't start. A'ja Wilson is the GOAT of South Carolina for a reason. She leads the team in scoring at the University of South Carolina, and she's top 3 in rebounding. This is A'ja Wilson. And leads the team in block shots. In the history of the University of South Carolina, A'ja Wilson is her. So that was easy. A'ja Wilson is the easy one. She's easy to bring in to South Carolina. That's the easy one. Second one. Second one, because you can go a lot of different ways. We can go multiple ways. We can go in the post. We can go in the guard position. We can go. There's a lot of different ways. But I'm going to start with somebody who terrorized my high school, Marlboro County High School, for years. One year when I was in school, my senior year. So I saw her, and I heard all the buzz. I heard all the buzz about this girl who actually lighting up everybody in the state. I saw it. I heard about it. But when you actually visualize it and see it for your own eyes and see she could do anything with a basketball, and she straight up beat the hell out of our team. And that's Shannon Johnson. Shannon Johnson from Hartsville, South Carolina. Shannon Johnson did anything she wanted to do with basketball in high school. Then went to the University of South Carolina and did anything she wanted to do in basketball. Shannon Johnson got 2,266 career points at the University of South Carolina. Excuse me, 2,230 points. I was wrong. 2,230 points at the University of South Carolina, averaged 21 points per game at the University of South Carolina. If Shannon Johnson played basketball in this era of the three-point shooting, in this era of pace and space, however you want to call it, ain't no telling what she could do. Ain't no telling what she could do. Shannon Johnson, 21 points a game, 5 rebounds a game, multiple assists, multiple steals. She did everything. She was a great player during her time at the University of South Carolina. Shannon Johnson, I salute you, except when you played Marlboro County High School. I just have to let you know that. But you were an awesome player, and you on Captain Will's starting 5. So we got A'ja Wilson, and we got Shannon Johnson. So that's 2 players. The third one, I'm gonna go with It's tough. It's really tough. I have to say, this is tough, bro. This is tough. I'm gonna say Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston broke the record of Shiela Foster with double doubles. Aaliyah Boston, multiple time award winner, All-American, whatever award that was given in the SEC in terms of basketball. Aaliyah Boston won it. Aaliyah Boston was an awesome player for the South Carolina Gamecocks. She also got picked number 1 in the 2023 WNBA draft and will be the Rookie of the Year for the Indiana Fever. Aaliyah Boston, 6'5", champion, 4-time All-Defensive Player. We saw her greatness for 4 years in South Carolina in the modern era. We saw what she did well. She rebounded the ball well. She had a nice mid-range jumper. Her leadership, her defense, everything that Aaliyah Boston, and anything that you want in a player, as far as leadership, as far as attitude, as far as talent, you had in Aaliyah Boston. So she has to be in my top 5. She was a great player. In her time, she averaged 14 points, 11 rebounds, 2 blocks, shot 56% from the field, 75% from free throw line. She was a great player. almost 3 blocks a game, and played defense. Aaliyah Boston. So we got Aaliyah Boston, A'ja Wilson, and Shannon Johnson for Hotsville. Those Hotsville Red Foxes. Woo! It's getting tough. It's getting tough. So I would have to say my next one would be Tiffany Mitchell. Let's go see Tiffany Mitchell. Tiffany Mitchell, shooting guard, 5'9". Tiffany Mitchell was awesome player. Awesome player. She was 9th pick in the WNBA draft in 2016. 3 times All-American. 3 times All-American. 3 times SEC Player of the Year. Gonna soon get her jersey retired at Colonial Life Arena. And it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be amazing. Tiffany Mitchell, her game was, she wasn't, I mean, I guess 5'9", you can say she's a big guard. But she can handle the ball. She can rebound. She had a bunch of assists. During her career, 139 games, she had 14 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists per game. Okay? This is the era where you weren't shooting a whole lot of threes in the game. Shot 45% from the field, still shot 40% from the 3, and had 77% from the free throw line. This was Tiffany Mitchell. An all-around player who played defense as well. She was an ACC. She made the SEC all defensive team. This Tiffany Mitchell will go down as one of the greatest Gamecocks who ever put on the garnet and black uniform. So right now, to recap, we got A'ja Wilson, we got Shannon Johnson, we got Aaliyah Boston, and we got Tiffany Mitchell. That last position is tough. That last position is tough because you can go to a number of different ways. You can go Shiela Foster, who had 2,266 career points, and too many double-doubles to name. Excellent rebounder. You can go Ty Harris, 5'10", 7th pick in the WNBA draft in 2020. The school leader in assists. It's so many different, scored a bunch of points. Like top 5 in steals, career steals. Ty Harris was her at the point guard position. Hey, you can go with Elena Coates. Elena Coates had a great career at the University of South Carolina. Second pick in the WNBA draft in 2017, and she had a great career. Elena Coates, who is an unsung hero for the South Carolina Gamecocks, who's not talked about a lot, from Irmo, South Carolina, from the crib, from Columbia, because we talk about a lot about greats from South Carolina. A lot of times, Elena Coates isn't mentioned, and I have to say myself, sometimes I don't mention her. But she was a great one for South Carolina. She was a great one at the University of South Carolina, and I'm glad she's finally getting her shot playing with A'ja again with the Las Vegas Aces. I'm happy about that. I have to say, I'm going to say a tie. And the reason I'm going to say a tie, because it's my list. I'm going to say a tie. So it's all-time starting 5, but I'm going to say a tie. And I'm going to say the tie with Shiela Foster and her dominance in the post and her record-setting double-doubles, having 2,266 career points back in the late 70s and early 80s. So I want to give that recognition for the old heads. I was I'm about 3, 4, 5, 6 years old during that time frame, so I didn't see Shiela Foster play. But from what I've heard, she was an amazing player. So I got to give her flowers. And for the retro Renaissance era of Gamecock basketball, I got to give Ty Harris a love. I have to give Ty Harris a love. Ty Harris, 5'10", 7th pick in the WNBA draft in 2020. Ty Harris did everything that you want in a point guard to do. She scored the basketball when she was needed to do so. She initiated offense. She had one of the lowest assist to turnover ratios in the SEC. She has the team record for assists. Has up in top 5 in steals. Smart player. Played the game that Don Staley wanted her to play. NCAA champion. You don't get to... Ty Harris is the point guard that fits what Don Staley wants every single day of the week. That's Ty Harris. So I have to give her love. I have to give her flowers. So instead of a top 5, I go with a top 6. And we going with A'ja Wilson. We going with Aaliyah Boston. We going with Shannon Johnson. We going with Tiffany Mitchell. And we going with Shiela Foster. That's mine. That's mine. And there's a lot of them that didn't make the list. You talking about Atlanta Coates. You talking about Zaya Cook. You talking about Kiki. It's so many different players. You can go backwards in time. Bradley Southers. Jocelyn Penn. It's so many players that you can name who are great Gamecocks when the Gamecocks weren't on TV every single time they played. It's so many. So many. But that's mine. That's my top 5. Top 6. What's your top 5? What's your top 5? Who would you say is the all-time Gamecock starting 5? You give me yours. This concludes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your boy, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you comment on this video. You are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your boy, Captain Will. Let's go!